Give us a thumbnail on what you've liked and what you still think you need to still work on coming out of non-conference play.
I think, I like our knowledge of where we're at with everything. The stuff that we continue to harp on and press upon is just the critical moments that we got to be better in. I think we have guys in positions to make plays, and at those critical junctures, they got to make those things. And when it's coaches, we got to put them in better spots too, I think. I look at the first 3 weeks, where we had some issues were certain parts of the field and situations, and those are the critical areas that we got to continue to work better on.
As soon as you talked about the inconsistencies, and that's probably the most frustrating thing because they can do it, it's just not doing it consistently. Is that where you just have to put it together for 4 quarters?
Yeah, I think so. I think every week presents its own challenges and the ebbs and flows of the game, and we have to be able to play complementary football. I think when the offense is rolling, we got to do our part and get them the ball back as quickly as possible. And if the offense is not doing so hot, we got to go out there and stop some people. So I think when we do our stuff the correct way, it's fun to watch, and we've done that consistently. But we got to be more consistent in that part.
Any game plan you ever had for Wisconsin probably got thrown out the window, and totally different looking offense. So what is different challenge-wise from what Coach Fiddler's doing there?
Yeah, I think just watching the first 3 games of what they've done, it's not the Wisconsin of old, that's for sure. They're not going to line up in 2-back sets very often. They're not going to line up in 22 personnel very often, and they're going to spread you out. They're going to throw it, and they're still going to run it with their running backs and everything. I think they still feature those guys, but it's definitely a different look as it's what you're used to. I feel like our offense gives us similar stuff all throughout camp, and we've been prepared for that type of stuff. So I think our guys are excited for this challenge. I think the familiarity will be good too. I think when we get out there and play, you'll see a lot of similar stuff that we've seen for quite a while.
Just some of the breakdown stopping the run last week was, well, I guess what was behind some of that? Was it just scheme, personnel, or what with containing Garrett Schrader?
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything. I think they got us a couple times on a couple of design quarterback runs, but other than that, it was, guys are there to make plays, and we got to get them down. If we have a spy there, we got to tackle them, and I got to do a better job of getting the right guys in those positions. So I think once we went back and looked at the film, 95% of what we did last week was really, really good. It was the 5% in those critical moments that we need to continue to harp on and eliminate. And once we do that, we're going to be a pretty consistent and really good defense.
Do you have any more knowledge on KJ's availability this week?
Yeah, as far as I know, he'll tell me when he's ready. So if I know KJ, he's going to want to play. So we'll see how it goes.
Corday Sidner's a guy that maybe was expected to have a pretty big role and hasn't seen the field a whole lot through 3 games. Would you like to get him some more snaps?
Yeah, I think everybody's got to earn their way on the field. I think Corday has done some good stuff since he's been here, and you got guys that are in the same position and they're playing at a high level too. So I think Corday definitely has a role on this team and on this defense, and when he goes out and practices and does everything the right way, he's gonna prove that he can belong out there. So I'd love to get him out there as much as we can, but he's gonna determine that.
What do you see from Will Helt first time getting some extended playing time?
Yeah, I think Will is an extremely intelligent young man. He lined up, he did his job. He came in there as a true freshman and really did a pretty good job. There was some missed tackles along the way, but we're not scared to throw Will out there because he knows what he's doing.